Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, listeners. How are you today? I hope it's always okay wherever you are. Keep the spirit running daily activities. Stay safe and stay healthy. Don't forget to always adhere to health protocols. Okay, everyone, welcome back to WNR Radio 92.5 FM Surabaya. For the next few minutes, I'm Wahyu Nur Rafita. As an announcer today, I will provide effective and efficient study tips for you young people. For those of you who are still confused about learning, let's see at some tips for effective and efficient study. Let's get it. Okay, first tip is setting goals. Setting goals is one of the most important effective way of learning. Goals or targets have a very important role in spurring your enthusiasm for learning. An example of this goal or target, for example, you want to enter a well-known university in Indonesia. To enter the college, you must have good grades. So you will study more diligently. Setting goals can be a motivation if you start to feel like you lost interest in learning. Having clear goals helps you stay focused and consistent throughout the learning process. Okay, tips number 2 is creating a study schedule. An effective and efficient way of studying, which is then set up your study schedule. In this case, you must be disciplined in obeying your study hours. For example, from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. you have to study. Don't forget to rise for 5 to 10 minutes while you are studying. Studying every day is one the case so that more of your learning results and absorbed into the brain compared to studying with the overnight spending system. Even if you only spend 20 minutes studying, that is better than nothing. Determine learning style. Tips number 3 is creating a comfortable learning atmosphere. Okay, listeners, we need to create a comfortable learning atmosphere in order to have a good mood for studying. So that when we have a good learning mood, the learning process and results will be good too. What you need to do first is how to build a comfortable learning atmosphere. There are many ways to make the learning mood appear, including you can study while listening music, studying in comfortable place such as in a park on or the side of a lake or in the air-conditioned room. Tips number 4 is summarizing learning points. Or can summarize the subject of learning. Why? Because if you read one book, it will take a very long time to complete. Take the essence of the lesson by summarizing. You can understand the point of the material being studied and also make it easier for you to remember for a long time. Tips number 5 is learning together. This is a method is often said to be the most effective method because in a group learning atmosphere that is quite relaxed, the brain becomes more relaxed in resolving the lesson or materials to be absorbed. In addition, things that are not yet known will be easier to solve by working together. By studying groups, you can help each other between friends who don't understand the material, exchange ideas and opinions. Tip number 6 is understanding, not memorizing. Well, the thing most students do when they want to face exam is memorizing. Actually, it's not wrong. It's just less effective. To be more effective is to understand the theory that we will remember it by ourselves during the exam. If you are still in the method of learning by memorizing, it is highly recommended to move to the method of understanding the material. And the last tip is determine learning styles. Okay, listeners, you must be able to determine the learning style according to you. According to research learning style, there are 3, namely, first, visual learning styles tends to be easier to absorb, manage and process the information through the sense of sight or by looking. Someone who has this learning style usually has the following characters. Easier to remember something seen than heard. Prefers reading rather than being read. Carefully to detail. A good long-term planner and organizer and likes to learn material by reading notes and make summaries. 2. Auditory learning style have a tendency to process information which is heavily influenced by the sense of hearing. People who have an auditory learning style, it is easier to remember something that was discussed rather than seen. This makes them tend to be lazy to take notes. 3. Kinesthetic learning styles tend to more easily absorb, organize, and process information through touch and body movements. For example, when you think about something, you are used to doing special movements such as walking back and forth, tapping the fingers on the table, or shaking their legs. Okay, listeners, that's now I'm through with some tips on learning to be effective and efficient. Stay safe and stay healthy. I'm Wahyu Nur Rafita. Farewell, bye bye, and see you.